Hello everybody, welcome to That's Football. I'm Mark Goldbridge and it's our end of year awards. And first of all, before we get into that, I want to talk about Team of 2024. I want to talk about Player of 2024, Manager of 2024. And I've got a couple of questions for you. What about Game of 2024 and Goal of 2024? All Premier League, of course. But we'll talk about that in a moment. I want to just start off by saying Gareth Southgate has been confirmed as getting a knighthood in the New Year's honours list. This means he'll be Sir Gareth Southgate. Don't worry, you're not dreaming. This is a nightmare reality. I mean, get in the comments. I think this is a joke. I think England is a joke anyway. I think this country is going down the pan, and I'm sure a lot of people feel that about their own countries. But I mean, yeah, it's just. The world's changing, and things like this are changing the world, but the establishment can't keep up. And this, to me, is just another, completely out of touch award for somebody that doesn't deserve it. People will say he's the most successful manager statistically in the last century. I don't care. I can see with my eyes. Stats mean nothing. It's the eye test that matters. He's had the best collection of players I've seen in my lifetime. He's had very easy routes to semi-finals and finals, and he's played consistently shit football with the charisma of a dead fish. And that, so why is he getting a knighthood? In future, my grandkids, he might still be alive. My grandkids might be, who's this Sir Gareth Southgate? And, I might not be here anymore to tell them the truth. That is a status he's going to have next to his name for the rest of his bloody life. And he's useless. No Premier League club would give him a job. And he's now a Knight of the Realm. What's David Beckham been doing for the last 20 years? Playing fucking golf. There are loads of other people who deserve it. I mean, Sir Gareth Southgate, for what? For services to football. Mate, he was a bang average player who missed a bloody penalty in '96. He's had the best collection of players we've ever had and consistently messed it up. And now he's going to go down in history as Sir Gareth Southgate. He's basically a milk monitor. He's basically the representation of society today where you can finish last and get an award. It's like school sports day all over again. They don't give out stickers for first prize. Everybody gets first prize. And that today is an example of the world we live in now. You can be terrible at your job and still get an award. Welcome to 2024. Absolutely ridiculous. There is no way in a world where it's competitive and you want to be the best, you're giving out awards like that for somebody who failed. I just don't get it. I just do not get it. Some of you out there will get it. You'll love it because it's the world you want to live in. Some of us actually want to live in a world where you don't get the job because you did a bad interview. Some of us want to live in a world where you win the race because you finish first, because you're the best. We don't want to be giving out awards for people who were shit at their job but turned up. Come on. He wore a nice suit and had a nice haircut and spoke well in interviews. The football was crap. Absolutely crap. My dog could have done a better job. Give him a knighthood. Anyway, let's move on. End of the year. What a year it's been. Thanks everyone for getting involved in the community. We've had our ups and downs. We've had some big topics. We've had some heartaches. We've had some big moments as well. Fantastic community. And I just want to say to everybody that beyond all the passion and opinion, and I think in life, you have to be passionate and opinionated. Some people take it too personally. We're just passionate people. But to everybody watchers, and maybe Gareth watches himself, Happy New Year, stay safe and enjoy it. And here's to a prosperous 2025. Let's do our awards though. So I've seen a lot of people saying that Arsenal are statistically the team of 2024. I don't know what it's based upon because I didn't want to read any more. I think it's to do with goals conceded, points acquired, etc., which makes sense when you think about it because they were only a couple of points off the title at the end of the season and they're, potentially second in the Premier League if they win tomorrow. So accumulation-wise, they probably have got the most points and they probably have conceded the least goals. But they're not my team of 2024. And I like what Arteta's done at Arsenal, and I do think they get unfair criticism. But they're not my team of 2024. My team of 2024 through gritted teeth is Liverpool, because I think that what Slot's done from August till now is remarkable. And I know that's not the whole of the year, but and he's won as much as Arteta, so you can't say it's about trophies. But I think that I didn't predict this. I predicted they'd win the Champions League, and a lot of people laughed, but I didn't predict the domination in the Champions League and the Premier League that we've seen. They are the best team of 2024 for me. I thought Arsenal and Man City were good, but I think the way Liverpool have played from August till now has been the best football we've seen this season. So that's why I would give them that award. Manager of 2024. Well, look, I think there are a few people out there that deserve a mention. I think Maresca has done very well at Chelsea. I think obviously Nuno at Forest has done very well. I think Thomas Frank deserves a massive shout out. I know they're not in the top 6, but they haven't had Ivan Toney for most of the year, and apparently that's what they were all about. And yet, you know, they've done such a good job. I think Silva at Fulham's done very well. There are other managers, but to me, it comes down to Arteta or Slot. And I think it's a lot closer on this, because I think what Arteta has consistently achieved at Arsenal is consistency. And I think when you've got the most points across the calendar year, you probably deserve to be manager of 2024. He has done it without the funds. He has done it without, the strength that a Man City and everybody else has. And yet they haven't won anything. But I think in the circumstances, I probably would, because it's the whole of 2025. Team of the year would be Liverpool for the way they've played. I think they've played the best football. But manager of the year, calendar year, not season, I probably would just give it to Arteta based on the fact that he's done it for the whole year. And, you know, they have had some challenges. So I would. But it's close with Slot on that one. Player of the year, I think, is more interesting. A lot of people will say Cole Palmer. I'm looking forward to reading your comments in the chat on Southgate, on your team of the year, on your manager of the year, on your player of the year, and the next two things for you. But I'm going to go with player of the year. It's tough, you know. Phil Foden won player of the year, but that was up until, you know, that was for the season halfway through, isn't it? He's been terrible. He wasn't good in the Euros, and he's not been good this season. Cole Palmer's had a good calendar year. I think he's got to be a consideration. And again, I think I'd probably go with, I think Saka still deserves a shout out consistently. You could probably throw in maybe Saliba or Gabriel at Arsenal as well. I think at Liverpool, you're talking Salah, you're talking Van Dijk. I mean, Gravenberch has been very good, but half of the season. McAllister, I think, has been a very good player for them. I think it ultimately comes down to Cole Palmer or Mo Salah. I can't think of anybody that jumps out to me and goes, I should have it. The pretender against the owner, really, in Salah. Has Cole Palmer done enough in the year to take it away from Mo Salah? Palmer's doing it in a worse team. And I think Chelsea without Palmer are average. And Liverpool without Salah aren't as good. It's close. I'm going to go with Salah, but again, I think that's quite close, because you could go Slot over Arteta as well. I'm going to go Salah, but it's really, really close. The two things I wanted to ask you is what do you think has been your goal of 2025? Now, I got a bit stuck on this because obviously Garnacho's against Everton was at the end of 2024. 23. We're talking 2024. And I was trying to think. I mean, I like Duran's goal against... I can't remember who it was at the start of the season. I did like that. But, Rashford scored a good goal against Man City as well. On pure goal, I feel I'm missing one, though. I feel I'm missing an absolute banger. So I'm going to open that up to the chat. And what was your game of 2024, Premier League-wise, or English football-wise? I mean, I'd like to say Man United against Man City in the FA Cup final. I thought that was a real shock and we deserved to win it. I thought Liverpool-Man United was good in the Cup, but... they're very Man United bias. There must be a game that jumps out. But let us know. They're for you, those two as well. And you can answer everything else. Thanks everyone for watching. Have a great new year, whatever you're doing. We will be back tomorrow. We've got Arsenal at Brentford as a watch along. I might be a bit hungover for that one, but we will be live for it. Take care, everyone. Happy New Year. Get your comments in. I'll speak to you soon.